Good morning. Good evening. Because I don't know what part of the world you're in right now. So, for some, it's the evening. We're going to figure out what you need to know during Cancerian's season. I don't know what I was about to say, seasonings. So, someone needs that nurturing, that compassion. Someone needs your love. I could tell by the way I was about to articulate that. So welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and we're gonna see what you need to know. Can you turn that down, please? We're gonna see what you need to know today. Keep in mind, this flew out when I was shuffling. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what's not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. At least on the bottom, you see you have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Someone is trying to bridge the gap from where they come from versus where they're at today to take them where they need to go for the future. What does that mean? I keep hearing my grandfather, when he used to pray over the dinner table, as the monarch, he always said, Father God, we thank you for this food in which we are about to receive for the nourishment of our body. But he always said in Jesus' name because he was a Baptist. Amen. Do you see what I'm saying? But I don't resonate with the in Jesus' name part, even though I know the Messiah very well. The Messiah is the Messiah. He's the servant of God, not the Most High himself. I don't mean to offend anybody when I say that, because it's proof and evidence about that. But we're not here for that. But this is where somebody came from. And where they're at today, they may not have always understood where you were coming from. Maybe. Or they don't understand all of what you stand for. Okay, let me see what this is. A second bloom, or the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, new possibilities. You want to open up your mind. Well, someone needs to open up their mind. Oh, look, you got the child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. I want to read something about that. You just wait right there. People in Cancerian season. You just hold up, because I see a lot of intimacy. I see a lot of sacrecy. I see a lot of love me down energy. Like, who sing that? Freddie Jackson. Because I used to listen to that song all the time. Just love me down. Ooh, baby. Sweet baby. Love me down. Freddie Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to link the song. Freddie Jackson sings Love Me Down. That's what I get from that. Well, you wait right there, Cancerian. I got you. Essentially, why you always got all this lovey-dovey stuff? Because what you want to do this season is focus on your intuition. That's what you want to do right now. You want to act on what feels good to you right now. You want to address what you keep in the shadows about being afraid to be your authentic self. Or it could have derived from that, and then it just manifested into this whole other thing. It's like, I'm going to be happy. Somebody is like hitting a brick wall. You're being rebellious. We could be so hard on ourselves, expecting to. You heard that car? Zoom. That's the chariot. You heard that car? It was like, phew. The chariot means I'm walking on faith, not by sight. I'm pretty sure somewhere between where I came from and where I'm at today, to figure out where I need to go next, I'm pretty sure they correlate somehow. So we're going to do this. The chariot. That's in my third eye. Listen, we could be so hard on ourselves. I'm going to hold this card up because I want you to look at the illustration while I'm speaking. Expecting to heal according to a schedule and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. There it is. That just sums up everything I feel right there. This card wants you to release a lot of hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves. You want to find a way to soften, okay, during Cancerian season. It's like, isn't that the obvious, because that's Cancer season? Listen, Cancers, they've got a hard shell. They don't trust easily. Or people with who embody those characteristic traits know what I'm talking about. If you around somebody who is a Cancerian or just have those traits, they love because it's hard for them to let go. When they love, they love. It takes them a long time to get over it too if something go wrong. You see what I'm saying? So they just don't give in very easily. They want to make sure they're very logical in that sense, because they got a lot of emotion. They have a lot of feelings. They have a lot to offer people. When they're there, they're there. They're there with no apologies, right, wrong, or indifferent. And that's what I'm feeling for somebody. They're there with you with no apologies. So now I feel like after some time, it could have been some time, it could have been some years. I just think it's some years, at least a year, 1 to 3 years. It's like, I'm ready to take the necessary step to become more intimate with you, to learn more about you in a more sacred space, in a more intimate space, because I've been around you long enough to understand that I have a solid viewpoint. I have a solid discernment about you. So I'm okay with taking it deeper at this point. It takes this person time to warm up. You want to remember that no matter what has happened or is happening or will happen, that we're all innocent children. You dig? Like, at heart. The flowers are here for us. You're safe. Somebody wants you to know that you're safe during Cancerian season. Somebody wants you to know that. Somebody respects your free spirit and wanting a love like that. But also, you could be attracted to somebody else who loves like that too. And one of you loves a lot more freely and a lot more arrogantly, because you know you have the goods to back it up too. So you don't mind saying it now if it's a now thing. If I love you now, I'm going to say I love you now without expecting you to say it back, because that's where I'm at right now, because it's truth, not foolery. Damn. They are a safe, soft place to remember. That's what somebody is for you during Cancerian season. They want you're being called to nurture the child within. So when you see this card, it's a gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. And it's reminding you to treat yourself like that innocent child that you are. Because now I'm seeing the 6 of Cups. To take your inner child and let them rest deeply on the soft petals of your heart. You are resting on the soft petals of somebody's heart. You are. It's like we grow up and we're adults and we have everyday accountabilities like every consenting adult does. But we all have a child within us who at some point went to exile because they were hurt, or because the world didn't feel safe, or they just were abused as a child. Okay, or something traumatic happened as a child. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by that original emotion. Are we doing psychology today? Eccentric, we do psychology every day. I just make you laugh about it sometimes. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our heart. See, what I'm getting during Cancerian season is that someone is ready to accept the fact that you're not going to hurt them. They know they feel a way about you. Because now I'm looking at the bottom. When I picked this deck up, you got the 8 of Cups. Okay? Somebody is walking away from something and walking towards something. The point I'm trying to make is, somebody knows that they're in a safe space or have the right people around them to practice getting stronger about what the initial trauma was. Teach you how to get strong about things, so you can attract the right people or always be in the right space by yourself. You want to, about watering your garden, nourishment. Somebody wants to reconnect with God, like reconnect with their religion, or is reconnecting with what they know about God himself without the religion. I just want to know that resource, because we are praying by faith. We are believing that he is real. We can't see him, but we pray like we can see him, because he definitely is watching us. We have to believe that, because you can't see him. You see what I'm saying? That's a mind intrigue by itself. And it does wonders for the spirit, because I have like chills right now as I say that, because for me it's a real thing to me. Everybody is not in that space like me, and I respect that. But when I explain it, I do get those somatic psychic senses. I get those sensations in the nervous system, like it heightens. Because he's very much there. He's very present. He's always been there. And I feel like you are being that for somebody, and somebody has been that for you unconsciously, subconsciously. Because the things that they love about you is the things they have within themselves. That's why I see repentance when I see the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, new possibilities. How do I make peace? If somebody's conviction is overtaking their fears, or they're learning that even though I'm afraid, I should still move forward. I should still move forward because this is what makes sense to me. I don't know what to tell you, except keep praying. There's definitely a second chance about something, because you got aces. When you see the aces on the board, that is an opportunity to work at something again, or give something a chance, because you didn't see it correctly the first time. And that is often interpreted as the helping hand of God. But all my major arcanas are also the Most High showing up by way of the lesson he's teaching you at that moment. But this the card of second chances, new beginnings, a regeneration, a reinventing that yourself. You know how good it feels to reinvent yourself? If you've ever done it, you have to do it. It's so awesome. You're going to feel like a whole rock star, because you have to know that when you're born, you as a human, you as Adam and Eve's child, you are already superior. Says God. It's in the holy book. You can read it for yourself. You don't believe me. You already, everything we aspire to do in life, we already are that. We're just going through the motions. You already have everything in you. The blueprint is already in you, kind of thing. But it's never too late to surrender to what's trying to manifest within you. Like what's blooming in you. What needs to come to the surface. All that matters is that you surrender to the buds that are longing to grow and be known. You're trying to learn yourself again, all over again, especially on a more deeper level. If somebody doesn't go that deep, or just not a naturally emotional person, they may be sensitive. That's different than just being emotional or just going in depth in your emotions, so to speak. So someone is learning how to do that, or they're watching you do it, and they want to learn how to do it for themselves. So they don't want to be like codependent. They don't want to be codependent. They still want to maintain some sense of self-reliance, but they are learning a lot from you. So all that matters is that you surrender. That's a big thing. Like no matter your age, like what may have previously occurred, you have a second chance. Now that you have that second chance, what are you going to do about it? And that's the basis of this whole message, is about how are you going to handle this second hour, this second chance, this opportunity, this second go round with integrity this time around, to welcome the new and share it with everybody. Or are you going to share it with the world? Like, are you going to acknowledge your secret passions, your longings, your creations, your yearnings? Are you going to just allow yourself to just be? Or are you going to go with the flow? Because if we properly allow things to end, new beginnings always come. Whenever there's an ending, there has to be a new beginning for something. The more you open, the more you change. The more you're open to change, the more open you are to life. You only live once. Okay? Somebody is learning what it really means to just live. Somebody's North Node, they're meant to be they're meant to seek adventure. I just picked this deck up. You see who's on the bottom? That monarch that I was talking about. But this could be your influence on somebody, because they going ahead in life as a person who's accountable, a husband, a father, entrepreneur. This is so many leadership type of positions. It doesn't have to be all of them, but if this is not a husband, This is a father. This is an entrepreneur. This is your counterpart. This is just a man at the end of the day. But what type of man is he? He's learning himself by himself. Am I a God-fearing man? Because I brought up a monarch in my own family who was a leader of the community. The way he used to pray over the food, that kept popping in my head, because you have nourishment right here. Someone really just wants to rid themselves of their bad deeds or negative thinking, outdated thinking, pessimistic thinking, something like that. But it's more than just somebody wants to be devoted to you. I don't think it's that. It's intimate in a way where they're learning a lot from you, but it's not necessarily romantic. At least not today. I mean, it is, but it's not. The main attraction, or the first attraction, or the initial attraction could have been more on the romantic side, like love and all that kind of thing. But this person is learning why they're in love with you is bigger than you and that person. It's more like this is God talking to you using that person. They're trying to, it's like God wants you to work on your friendship with him. And he's putting certain people, places, and things in place, or maneuvering things around so that you can do that. So that you can go in that hermit mode and just, you're more than just being introverted. You're learning yourself. You're seeking inner wisdom. I'm not sorry that it sounds all super religious neither, because people only connect with the theoretical side and not the spiritual side. When you think of spirituality, all people think is witchcraft. The devil doesn't come first, God does. So if you're spiritual, that means you know God too. Or you should know his friendship. His friendship is authentic, and his friendship is really a friendship. It's not a deception. It's not an enemy against you. You see what I'm saying? So only way you can really fall into some kind of satanic plot or something like that is because it's meant for you to learn something. It's meant for you to look at yourself. It's meant for you to know that you have a better friend. You could do better than that. You have better than that. You come from better than that. When I split the deck, brothers of the rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. This could even be the sacred masculine within you. If it's not somebody that is meant to be honored, or they're just somebody just really, they're learning their place, and they're starting to man up and step into their place, because you can know yourself to be a certain way, or could really visualize that I know myself to be this kind. I wish I was that type of person. Well, guess what? You are. Obviously you are, because you see that sacred masculine in somebody else. It can still be a woman, and it's her masculine energy. And her masculine energy is the sacred, honorable. You see how a masculine energy is a take action type of energy. It's a to be of service to other people type of energy. So it's a respect. The respect is there. Yeah, man. All this is happening during Cancerian season. Yeah. So I'm going to take these two decks, right? This is going to be the feminine sacred masculine, and this is going to be the masculine. So maybe this is the light side or the shadow side of that masculine, or this could be your influence and what you're pulling from this masculine. Maybe when you met them, they was on their shadow side. So put all this together, you got the Emperor is walking towards something or walking away from a certain lifestyle. He could have left the non-believing ways, or it could be leaving the non-believing ways behind to become more one within himself, to become more acquainted with God. It sounds like somebody's cleaning their act up, and look what's playing peekaboo under that Emperor. You see that Ace of Cups right there? That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. He is ungluing himself from ways. It's not even about the people that's around him. It's about the mindset and the way you handled your spiritual capabilities, the way you handled yourself, and as to how you got to where you are. And that you're not a victim, and that you can undo all of that just by simply taking accountability. That's what an Emperor, masculine energy does, is take accountability. Eh. Now shuffle. The Cancerian placements, or this is happening during Cancerian season. And it doesn't have to be church. It could be the church, it could be the masjid, it could be the synagogue, it could be how it resonates with you. The King of Wands and the Temperance flipped over. I don't know why this one is see, that kind of like slid out my fingers. That's the Three of Pentacles. And what's on the bottom? The Devil. It makes a lot of sense. When you're surface level, you think, oh, this relationship is better than this one. But you gotta look at the inspiration, because this is a lot of inspiration here. Whether it's the King of Wands, the Temperance, or the Devil. This is collaboration. When you see the Three of Pentacles, the first thing I think of with the Three of Pentacles is how you master oneself. How you master working on yourself, and how you can be the best replica of yourself before you start working with other people. So when the King of Wands flipped over, that is a masculine energy. Someone who's honorable, someone who wants to be honorable, someone who wants to commit, someone who is spiritual, is more than just good looking, but is somebody who wants to take accountability. Somebody who needs that type of rest, who wants to water their spiritual garden. I hear Janet Jackson, the song Special, is on her album The Velvet Rope. Everybody has a need to feel special. Listen to that song. That song is so angelic. But we all deserve to feel special. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't no type of workhorse in a distorted way where you only as valuable as what you could do for other people. That is a succubus energy. Okay, and then with the Temperance next to it, that is balance. That is healing. So just know that if you went through something with somebody and they're showing up different, I could tell by how these cards are laid out, your intuition knows that, your intuition keeps telling you, like, you sat back and pondered this experience and it's like, this person feels different. It's something real peaceful about this person's spirit because this person's becoming more connected with it. This person is learning a lot. Whether you was the catalyst to get it started, they still have to do the work themselves, of course. But you see this person's different. This person's calm. The Devil. When I see the Devil, I see influence. I see persuasion. I see the art of persuasion. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay? It's like at first, I wanted to collaborate with what I saw. I couldn't get past what I saw. So it could have been initially, all these cards were in reverse. The Temperance, the King of Wands, and the Devil. Reading them in reverse is like, the King of Wands in reverse is like conceited and arrogant. And just knowing that I'm going to have my way. I'm just having my way. I'm not spiritually connected with what I'm doing, except I want that sexual entity that I'm coming to the table with a sexual entity, not like I'm coming to the table with my shadow side. I'm coming to the table with moodiness, with impulsivity, with ratchetness. I'm coming to the table with, I just want to sling some dick, or I just want to have sex. It's like somebody who's super aggressive in that way, but this is gradually come into the upright. This is what that Three of Pentacles is representing. This is more like, I underestimated you, or I was downplaying myself. One or the other. It's either they were downplaying themselves or they underestimated you. They didn't see you clearly the first time. And God had to step in and say, well, let me remove this person, because I'm not going to let this person get dragged because you're not taking the hint. As we saw that Ace of Cups, that second chance. I need that second chance. If all's the same with you, I would like to progress with this, propelling forward. I'd like to learn more about what I know to be true in my spirit. I know you're telling the truth now, because there's nothing tumultuous about you, or there's nothing tumultuous about this person. You could have met this person where they were doing the most, like just doing the most, partying hard, tripping. They were just hurting. They were not trying to face themselves by themselves until they were made to sit by themselves. Even if you're around people, you can still be made to sit by yourself, because you're made to sit with people who don't see you clearly. You know you don't connect with them, so you feel by yourself anyway. So it's like, if I want to sit by myself, let me take this opportunity to learn myself. Let me just think about everything. Like, this is somebody who's actually repenting. This feels like me at 15, when I was in nothing but chaos and dysfunction in my own personal household. Hold on, because oh God, I'm into something real deep, and I don't need nobody interrupting me. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I had to answer the door. It's one of my children's friends. Again, with that inner child. So that plays well into this message. But what was I saying now? This reminds me of me when I was 15, and I was in a family, in a household that was nothing but chaotic. It was chaos. It was dysfunction after dysfunction. It was like jinns just overtook the whole situation. On the surface, it just looked like people in the house, but it was no peace. And I really just asked God, point me to a direction that is peaceful for me. And a few days later, within a week, I'm just driving down the street with my father in the car, and I see 4 Muslim women dressed in all black. Their eyes are covered, their faces are covered, their hands are covered. Everything about them was serene, and nothing about it looked gothic, or I don't have a problem with gothic, by the way. It didn't look dark in a negative way. It was like, it spoke to me in a way that was peaceful. It spoke to me in a way that was alluring. And that's what I see with this King of Wands and the Temperance. This is a person who is more alluring, or is more tapped into their alluring side, their aura. They're connected with it. You could have saw it already, even if you saw them going through like many different changes and stuff like that. You see them. I see conviction. And after I saw those, there was like 3 or 4 different women just walking down the street. They look peaceful. They look protected. It's a natural thing. But in Philadelphia, it looks like Mecca. Everybody's Muslim. It's just a thing, and it's true. Like, nobody's you don't see people play around with it. We take it serious. So I just want to say that maybe you could be this could be a second bloom for you to go deeper, to continue. Like, you always go deep. Like, for me, I go very deep with knowing God and just practicing religion and just being my authentic self, because that's what religion is. It's going to expose you for your authentic self. Like, you have to tell your truth, even as it is against yourself. So if I'm just being honest with you, you can't hide behind religion. It doesn't work. And that was my way out of hell. I feel like that was my ticket out of the hell of my family's making, because I was just a teenager at the time. This could be a person's making that transformation, starting to calm down a lot. I see a 5 to 7 year, futuristically, the next 5 to 7 years, I see someone really cleaning up their act. Just as a person. It has nothing to do with everybody else. Just as a person. And when you do that, when you make that transition, because your spirit, your heart is starting to wake up, your mind is starting to, you were asleep. You're going to realize you were sleeping. A King of Wands in reverse is somebody who is asleep. They're not in service to others. They're takers. You see what I'm saying? They know they want something. They're reaching out for something, but they're disconnected with how to get it, how to go about achieving it honorably and integrally. You know what I'm saying? So this person, you could have. I reconnected with somebody who I could tell this person's different now. You know what I'm saying? From when the last time I spoke to this person. Now, for you, or in general, you could be led to be in support. You are in support. Like, you're more. I feel like you're more appreciated than you know, because let's put these 2 cards together. When you see the Temperance, you see the water. It almost looks like the Aquarius card, but you see the water. This is my Tarot of the Night, Dina Louis. Okay. So it's dark. It's a lot of hues. This is my first tarot deck because it's the deep purples. This is the deck that attracted me to want to even look at tarot cards and read the illustration cards, because this deck spoke to me. Not just because it's French, neither. You get what I'm saying? But the water, you see how the water is watering that flower, that flower right there. Like, you see how it's nurturing. And then you put that together with this card, with the watering your garden, the nourishment, the body care. Somebody really needs your support as they go through this transition. You see how this person is taking a ritual bath, or that's what a baptism, when you get baptized, that's a ritual bath. Or in Islam, when you make a ghusl, that's a ritual bath before you go to your prayer. It's the same concept. Just to see somebody come full circle like that and remember you through the process of it, because you are the influence. They have that, their eyes are open in a different way now. Not because they're open because they're awake. They're open because they're awakened to what's true. Why you're here. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? I know why you're here now. So let me see from your perspective. Maybe because you could have walked away, or this person is walking towards you. Because the Hangman is in reverse in this deck. It's like, I don't have to sit here and be dragged when I understand the assignment. You see, it's something like that, I could just go ahead, keep going, keep your faith and keep on going. And this moon on here is dark. So a lot of shadow work is needing to be done. I feel like a lot of layers are being peeled back. Oh, Five of Pentacles is in reverse. That's going on top of the King of Wands. What's on the bottom? The High Priestess. And that's going on top of the Devil. Look at the Empress. Look at her. Because we saw the Emperor already, now we see the Empress. I hear she's so fucking fine, boy. She's so fucking fine. She had a lot of niggas. She said, I'm the dopest one. That's like Lizzie. And then you got the Page of Cups. They go another ace. The Ace of Pentacles. I don't know. I heard somebody saying, I don't know her like that. So maybe they were fighting. It's a lot of resistance, a lot of stubbornness, maybe. The Empress is creativity. When I see the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, help me ground myself in this, because I don't remember all of what to do. I got an idea of what to do. I don't know all of what to do. I can use your support. When I see the High Priestess on top of the Devil, I don't see a witch. I can see the rumors of you being classified as a witch because you have abilities. Now this person see you really know what you're talking about. You could have psychic abilities, but but in the upright, this is a strong influence where you're very grounded and you know your power with the Devil and the High Priestess. You understand what to do. You know God is the one talking to you, not the devil. And this person knows it too, because you wouldn't be at peace otherwise, or this person wouldn't be at peace around you. But the confusion was, at first, it's like, well, I've been around so many vultures for so long. What if that's what feels natural to me? I don't know the difference anymore. And that could have been the pivotal point where they start asking for guidance. Or this is you during Cancer season. So that Five of Pentacles in reverse is like overcoming abandonment issues. Could even be healing past mother issues, mothers of the children, either a mother, a wife. Now, Empress could be a wife, could be a mother, could be the counterpart, could be the entrepreneur, is the matriarch. It's the same difference as a monarch. It's just the more receptive side of things. the creative side of things, the birthing of things, the planting the seeds, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. So this person is like, when I clean my act up, my vision, my futuristic vision of what life looks like, well, really what I feel like is the intuition is there now. The intuition is there now. It's like, I put this attractive thing with this Devil card. I put this attractive thing in front of you. This could be a man or a woman. I put this attractive thing in front of you because it's beautiful to you. What they say is beautiful to you. How they look is beautiful to you. But really what it was is, I'm calling you to heal something that has been laying dormant in your system for a long time. I'm going to look more into that Page of Cups, because that's communication. That is a new beginning. That's making peace. That's enchanting energy too. Or addressing what happened during the Page of Cups phase of life, like the younger stages, your younger stages, or that emotion surrounding that Empress, that Ace of Pentacles. Like, I'm giving you an opportunity to work through it, to fix it, to heal it. I'm helping you overcome abandonment issues so it can stop, because it creates bad health, bad wealth. It's a blockage at the end of the day when it goes undealt with. That's why it's awesome that that Five of Pentacles is in reverse. This King of Wands is a healer, because he got the Temperance as well as the Devil. So he always is a massive influence, whether he uses it for good or for bad. He's a healer, and so are you. So I kind of see this. I see this, the infinity symbol, the loop. It's forever. It's forever and ever and ever is what I heard. So my common sense is on. They awake now. They clicked. Something clicked, and it was up from there, as they say. So can you tell me? Let's learn more about the Page of Cups. This is the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. The Six of Swords is peace. The Five of Wands is conflict. It's like, the more my common sense kicks in about what I know to be true about myself, the more conflict and distance. It's like somebody's just really distant with who they become. That's not even who they are. That's why it's conflict right there. And there's a lot of jealousy surrounding this person. This person could experience a lot of jealousy. This man could experience a lot of jealousy. I don't care if it's women. You realize women are more jealous of men than men are jealous of men, especially when they come as a King of Wands and a Temperance. They are nurturing. They have abilities. They know how to be a better mother than most women they attract, because the people they attract is the people that need their help, even if they don't realize their strength yet. That's deep. And that's what I'm getting. And that's the Five of Wands. Like, I understand where it's conflict all the time. Now they do. Now they understand. Or now you understand. Where you always had conflict. It's like, bruh, it's the same fucking thing with me. Everybody I attract always needed my help, because you're a healer. You are a healer. And you better find a healthy way to deal with that shit, because the same thing you see in me that people try to distort about, somebody tried to distort your character or defame your character to your person. It's like, well, have you met the bitch yet? You don't even know her. You don't know him. So why are you talking about him? Now I hear Playboy Cardi. All you ever do is copy. All you ever do is copy me. Why are you talking about me? If you really got a problem, we could get it body to body. That's hood by air. Huh? Like, you're not serious? You don't want to, if you met this person in person, all the shit you talk against this person, if you met him in person, you would ever stand in the same room with him, because their spirit is peaceful. Their spirit is calm. They're the fucking Empress. Just like your person is the Emperor. And that's what they learned to be true at this point. All those wannabes, all those wannabe men and those wannabe women, they were just catalysts to get the healing started. This person is starting to wake up to that. They are addressing that now in a more healthy fashion. They're not so upset about it anymore. Or you're not so upset about the past anymore. You're healing childhood abandonment issues. You are moving to calmer waters. You have peace. And there's about to be some serious arguments, fussing and bitching. Like Five of Wands is fighting. It's fighting. I don't think I should use no more from this deck. We're going to go to the other deck now. You see how somebody had somebody under a spell. You see the Nine of Cups. You see that frog looking up to that woman. That's a beautiful fucking woman. But it could also be switched around. Like, that's a beautiful fucking man. You dig? And everybody, all them frogs. I kissed a lot of frogs to get to the handsome prince. You know the concept of the woman had to kiss the frog to turn him into a handsome prince. It's that type of thing. But you could also switch it around. Like, it's the man too doing that shit, going through that shit. Now I'm getting specific. I'm going to get more specific. I'm going to try to get more specific at this part. Yeah. I can talk. Well, I can talk. I can talk with the best of them. But I'm serious. So what I really feel like with this reading is not about two people. It's a second chance to really learn yourself and step into your power. Because you kind of like skipped over it the first time. And it does naturally attract a counterpart when you do that, but it's not about the person, it's about yourself. You're a better person because of this person. This person is a better person because of you. After all that we've been through, all the things, all the phases of it, I wouldn't see you leave. I wouldn't see you fucked up neither. Now, so let's get into it. That Ace of Cups, I saw that Ace of Cups again. You want to bring a card out? Okay. The Knight of Cups. It's a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions. With this King of Wands and Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I see the sacred masculine as a man as well as the woman. I see them both. You were always wonderful to me. Like you were always kind to me. When I see that Knight of Cups, you were always there for me. You always show up with no apologies. What's on the bottom? Don't worry about what's on the storefront. There's two sides to this person. Regardless of how they show up, you always saw this person for who they are. You see how the mask is off. And that's clarifying that Five of Pentacles. So the Knight of Cups is moving forward. That is in love. So you got a Page of Cups and a Knight of Cups. And I done seen so much water, or at least I'm feeling the emotions. A lot water your garden, obviously. And the Temperance with the water, the flower. The watering of the flower is a heal. You are a healer, and I'm healing. I surrender to the fact that you are a healer, and you saved me. Now I see Jack in Titanic. Remember, Rose was like, Rose, damn. That's significant. Rose, heavy emphasis. There's all these confirmations. It's like, well, now you know there was a man named Jack, and he saved me in every way that a woman can be saved. I don't even have a picture of him. He exists now in my memory. Look what's on the bottom. Devil card. Like, this motherfucker is shit. Look, there's nobody like you. Okay, let's go. That was at the end of Titanic, where she had everybody in tears at this point, telling the story about Jack, telling the story about how she became where she was at. Look. This Ace of Wands is in reverse. So there's blocking some type of opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is in the upright. So the Ace of Pentacles is in the upright twice. So they're graduating from what has not been fertility for them. I couldn't grow. Ten of Swords is in the upright. You know what? Someone tried to steal your person for their abundance. And when I say abundance, that's such a broad interpretation. That's talking about, I need you to be asleep so I can use you for your energy. I need, when this Ace of Wands in reverse, when I initially, like I read that King of Wands in reverse, that's not an opportunity. That's not even a missed opportunity. That's just blocked. That's how I'm reading it. They were just blocked. They couldn't see it. They couldn't see you. Look at her in the upright. And someone tried to distort and taint this person's character. Okay? And this person still showed up. Because this person is multifaceted. So this person can show up in many different ways. But that's God showing you this person can be painted in many. This person can show up in different. This person's starstruck by you. That's what I see. You're starstruck by this person. This person could be starstruck by you. Y'all both could be starstruck by each other. But that's what flipped out all at the same time. Three of Swords. Just seeing that where you could have been blocked off by religion. That's going to go on top of these. Seeing that because your pain, like something that you're met with, that's a challenge, a mental challenge about. I just want to reject what hurts so I can live this thing called life. That wasn't the more precise way to deal with that, but that's how you were dealing with it for so long. I never realized a tear is on the door. This is somebody who isolates themselves and is all the challenges. That's where that hangman was in the upright. It's like you can pull yourself out of this if you just change your mind and change your life. You could do that. But somebody was keeping themselves isolated in a space of where there's abandonment. That's where that Five of Pentacles come in. Because if you look at the background, that's barren. That's supposed to be grass, and it's a winter void, but it's being misused like it's a winter void, because being in a winter void is not bad. That's progress. That's waiting. That's being patient. Okay, while you go through a transformation. But this is forced. This feels forced. This is barren. There's nothing here. You see how the grass is brown and wilted? That's disgusting, right? And it's dark. And this is where somebody kept themselves, or you kept yourself, and you had this pain dormant, and it blocked your heart for a while. Or y'all both could have went through, or you could have went through it in some way, and I feel like it has to be both of y'all that could have went through it in certain ways. Like it could be friends or family. You see what I'm saying? Look, the Emperor's there again. They go that sacred masculine, but this is a feminine sacred masculine. Like the masculine was in the other deck, was a man. In this deck, it's a woman. So I'm talking to both of y'all. Whether it's a brother and a sister, two friends, two people who's supposed to be together, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But you kept yourself here, because seeing how this is orange too. You see how on the Ace of Wands in the upright, this is orange and match. The color scheme match, and it's fruitful and it's abundance. And you see on the upright, she's connected. Okay? This issue sitting dormant kind of stopped your progress spiritually in its own way, or had that potential of slowing you down spiritually. You wouldn't be affected by all the conflict and chaos, magic, jealousy, nasty energy, evil eyes sent your way if you realized this. I mean, before you realized this. But you didn't realize it until you did, until it was time, with that Ace of Pentacles being in the upright. And that Ten of Swords is like, I'm done doing that to myself. The worst of it is over. Just peel the Band-Aid off. Just face it. It was a lot of fear, because the Three of Swords can represent fear. But now that you're facing your fear, the worst of it is over with the Ten of Swords. And that's justice. This is a justice for you. This is a mercy, a big ass mercy for everybody involved. Okay? Both of y'all were slowed down spiritually, because it slows down everything else. When you're slowed down spiritually, it all ties together. Like a domino effect. Your money is going to go through changes. That's too many cards flipped over. Your money's going to go through changes. Your love life changes. The people, places, and things you're around, you're operating at too low of a frequency. Okay? You got a soul tribe. You got a family. You got a house. You have a person. You have your person. You have the right kind of friends. You got everything you need now. You got stability. At the end of the day, this is stability. That's on the other side of this Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. This is false evidence appearing real. Like that, what's between the 3 and the 10 is a 7. That's deception. It's strategy and wit too, but sometimes it's thievery, it's lying, it's trickery. You see what I'm saying? It's deception. It's false evidence appearing real. That's not the case. You're not alone. You don't have to deal with that. That is not your issue. Oh, these cards, now that I'm saying them, now the cards want to just fly all over the place. But see, you got the world too. You have the right voice, the right platform to be able to speak your truth. Somebody should tell their truth. Somebody should write a book about it too. What's on the bottom? The 9 of Swords. At least you're more intelligent now through the winter void. It's like, I'm not stressing or worrying about what I can't control. That was beyond me. That was beyond me. So in my pursuit of happiness, with the Sun card and the 6 of Wands, at least this 4 and this 6 is a good 10. This is not burdened. It's not strained. It's not backdoor contracts. It's not backdoor agreements. It's not burdened with hidden fees and taxes and costs and shit. Somebody see you now for who you are. Do you have that notoriety and that recognition? Or somebody realized they were always seen by you with that notoriety and recognition. They see you. Or they just see you in a broader light now. It's like, wait a minute, that was there the whole time, and I almost ignored it because I was worried, stressed. I was in that mental anguish. I can't believe I did that. That's forgiveness at the end of the day. I almost threw away my opportunities to have better, to feel better, to know better, to be better, to do better. So, oh my Rab, we have wronged our souls. If you do not forgive us and have mercy on us, we shall certainly be of the losers. That's sword number 7, ayat number 23. What's special about that particular ayat is Adam does not have to fear his sins. He can go repent and his sins will be forgiven. That's the whole point of all of this. That's what makes the devil mad. Because the devil likes to keep people stuck. The devil likes to agitate failure. He likes to make you feel like you're not good enough. He likes to make you feel like you need him in a way that you don't. He likes to try to, he creates that fear because it's false evidence appearing real. And the false evidence that's appearing real when you got a devilish or satanic act in the mix is that they make you think they're more superior than you. When in reality is, Adam was always made to be more superior than him. In the Holy Scripture, everybody prostrated to Adam when God created Adam, except for the devil, except for Iblis. You dig what I'm saying? So everybody supports your person. You love your person. You dig what I'm saying? Your person loves you. Even in your own personal life, like more on an earthly realm, okay? Because that's a real thing. That's why we're here. Because you gotta face both the shadow and the dark side of everything, okay? And you don't need nobody agitating life experiences that are designed to water your spiritual garden. At the end of the day, this is about spiritual growth. This is about this is about not victimizing yourself. You're not a victim through none of it. Even if you were victimized, you're not a victim through none of it. We all live this thing called life, and shit and bad experiences happen to all of us. Okay? It's not to stay stuck in it. It's to go with the flow. You could be teaching that person that with the water, with so much water on this board, it's like, go with the flow of things. Like, be at peace, rest, and rejuvenation. Especially in the water with the roses. Again, y'all, I'm not making this shit up. Like, the 4 roses, the 4 swords is like the 4 of voices. I like the voices because that's about communication. It's peace. You speak truth. Like, you speak logic. You tell the truth, even as it's against yourself. And it's like one thing that stuck out to you, one thing that I see that stuck out for you, or whatever your influence is on this person, or what this person's influence is over you, because it's the same. This person is just as much as influence over you, is that you are not a victim, okay? You're not a victim, and all you can know is that you want to move forward, and and the love that you have for yourself, the trust you have, the faith you have in God, and knowing that He loves you, is like, you won't allow yourself to be stuck in transition. You won't allow yourself to be stagnant. That's easier said than done in some instances, but what this person is teaching you, or has taught you, is that you have to get up. You can't leave that shit sitting there dormant, because you're only stealing from yourself. You have to water your garden about what happened to you, or what you have to recognize it, because you were asleep. It was just sitting dormant, like something about something sitting dormant, and it was just sitting there. You was asleep. It was making you feel exhausted. It was making you feel sleep, because it was a cancer on your spirit, not the actual disease, but a cancer on your spirit. You could be having heart palpitations or feeling heart sensations. That's your heart opening up, because you're actually addressing what was sitting dormant in your body for so fucking long, okay, without even realizing it. You were very fixed in that energy without even realizing that's where it was stemming from the whole time. So now that you know that, it's like, once you know, you can't go back to not knowing. You see what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you have insight now. You have intuition now. You have to honor that sacred masculine. You have to be of service. So that you have to honor that sacred masculine that was in service to you. He was put there to wake your ass up about that thing, and you as well. You're not always the teacher. Sometimes people are teaching you too. And how being overly materialistic just kind of drains everything. Being unhealthy, like ridding yourself of toxic habits, is not healthy. And then that King of Wands is there. So you went from a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, being dark, being pessimistic, or you did that for this person, or just have a distorted view about feminine energies because you weren't properly nurtured, or something traumatic happened to you, something like that. And now you're a King of Wands. There you go. That sacred masculine, being of service. Just you showing up like that. Man, we got the Emperor and the King of Wands on both sides. Both of y'all. That's a soul tribe. With that 4 of Wands, that's your motherfucking, that's your person. And the Empress. I just think y'all really creative together. I'm just happy for y'all. Okay? So, I don't feel like talking anymore. I just want to go ponder what I'm feeling right now, because this is fucking awesome. Everything is awesome. F-A fucking awesome. I'm sorry, AF fucking awesome. Don't mess up the man words no more. If you're going to quote the man words, say that shit right. But this is authenticity at the end of the day. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.